Hello guys and gals, I am Live a Life, and today I've got another gameplay for you. I hope you're all going to enjoy. I think I did pretty good. For some reason I tend to do pretty good on Stonehaven. I don't know why, but it's kind of like hit or miss for me. You know, it's kind of like I either do really good or I do really bad. And the reason why is I don't like sniping and I don't like long range things. It's just boring because it just seems like there's a lot of waiting and I don't know, it gets very boring. So I take an assault rifle that's got some range on it, the Remington, and I just go ape shit. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. But I am back. I know it's been like forever since I posted a video, and everyone that probably subscribed to me just has totally forgotten about me. But the thing is like I said before in my previous videos, is really I'm not, doing this to make money. I'm just doing it to, I don't know, just have fun. I like to do some video editing. I like to just mess around. And I had some random things that I'd like to talk about. Let's talk about some topics, as I always say. Um, I'm going through big life changes. I guess the title of this video is going to be "Life's a Changin'," mainly because I'm moving off of the little man-made island, and I'm moving up into Boston, Massachusetts. And when I say man-made island, I mean Cape Cod. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Cape Cod, but it is. If you grow up there, okay. Don't get me wrong; it's a beautiful place. But if you grow up here, you just want to get off as soon as possible. I mean, there's no opportunity really for younger people to thrive and start careers and stuff like that. So basically, I just cannot wait to get into the big city. It's been a huge dream of mine, and I finally been able to do it with a couple really good friends of mine who I've known since high school, and they're going to UMass Boston up there. I'm not going to school, but I got a job at the Apple Store there. I don't know if I mentioned in my previous videos, I don't even remember at this point, that I'm a certified Macintosh technician. So I take apart computers and put them back together and I fix them. And I charge people for it. Yes, yes, that is what I do. It's very easy. So yeah, that's the biggest thing. My life is changing in that aspect. I I don't think I've ever looked forward to something more in my life. Though, like, you don't really think about it. And I mean, I'm 19, so I've never really had to, you know, fend for myself. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, I gotta do some grocery shopping. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna have to figure out like a grocery list. Like, this is never anything. I'd just be like, hey, mom, I want Oreos this week, and she'd pick up Oreos and she'd do whatever she usually does. Now I have to like budget things, and Jesus Christ, like, I didn't even think of that. But it's funny that I mentioned budgeting because I'm budgeting things. I have enough for like all my down payment and all that kind of stuff. That's all squared away. But like, I've got I'm getting a new BenQ monitor. BenQ. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it because I heard somebody on YouTube say Benk. It just didn't sound right, and like everyone else said BenQ, so I feel like he's wrong. So I don't know who it was, but you're wrong. But it's a really cool gaming monitor. I wasn't looking for anything special because I'm moving into an apartment in Boston. I just wanted to kind of downsize. I'm used to I'm used to a 32-inch TV that I just have in my living room, and I kind of did some research on it too. And apparently, there's like a lot of input lag with LCD TVs, which I don't know. I'm not a big gamer, so I mean I'm mostly just a casual gamer. And I had no idea any of this like existed. So I'm like thinking to myself, okay, so is like the longer the HDMI cable, does that mean that like the slower my response time is going to be as well? I don't know. I don't even know if that's true. But apparently, it's essentially the monitor or TVs in general. They try and make the picture look as good as possible. So they'll like process the image, try and adjust the contrast, adjust the saturation, try and make it a nice clean image. And I mean, that's great if you're watching a movie, but if you're playing a game, it's more about, seeing into the darkness. There's a guy hiding in, camping in a corner. You want to be able to see that guy in the corner. So that's what this monitor is supposed to be really good. It's supposed to have like a black equalizer. It's like called I think God, it's the official MLG console gaming monitor. So I mean, that to me doesn't mean anything. MLG could sponsor anything, and I'm sure BenQ just gave it to MLG for wicked cheap. I mean, honestly, that's not the reason why I bought it. The reason why I bought it is because it was only $180 at Best Buy, And yeah, I mean, you can't really beat $180 for a 24-inch monitor that has a 1 millisecond response time, and like it was just like it was like a no-brainer kind of thing to do. So I was just like, yeah, whatever, I might as well. And I'm downsizing, so as I already said, I don't really need the TV anymore. So I wanted to kind of fit everything on the desk. So I have my iMac that I do my video editing, and then I'd be able to like do a dual monitor setup as well when I don't have my PS4 plugged in. But yeah, I might do like a review video. I don't know. I might not do a review video, but I might just talk about it in my next video when I actually get the monitor, which I don't know if I mentioned I'm waiting for it. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I hate when they give me, well, it's a good and a bad thing when companies give you a tracking number. You ever notice that when they give you the tracking number that you like are constantly checking the shipment as if like there's going to be a change made? And it really, you're like checking it as if like you're like this paranoid crackhead watching out for the cops. Like it's like just constantly checking, and it's like, yep, still gonna be here on the same day. It's like, what am I expecting to read? That my package has exploded and it's not going to arrive? Like I don't know what. I really don't know what I'm expecting. For some reason I'm expecting it to somehow like teleport here as well. I just want it to like instantly be here. I only have to wait 2 business days. It's going to be here according to UPS by the end of Wednesday. So the end of Wednesday, I'm sure. Actually, I don't work on this Thursday, so that means I might be staying up very late and testing out this monitor. So, okay, now I'm getting really excited for this monitor. I can't wait until this. Can't wait until this thing comes in. I don't get like buyer's remorse. I just have to like heavily research things. And the problem is like I like did research, but I didn't do the amount that I normally do with this monitor. So I was like stressing myself out as if like I got this terrible deal, but I got like the best deal somehow, and I got, it's a decent monitor considering that I didn't do much research about monitors in general. I just like kind of found out things along the way. I was like, oh, I never knew this thing about response time. Oh, I didn't know contrast ratios, dynamic versus native. Like, it was all these things that I learned that I didn't know existed. But that's the goodness, the greatness of the internet. And wow, that's the end of the video. 32 and 4. I just kind of ran around like a chicken with my head cut off. Oh, I got the final kill cam too. I didn't even know that. All right, that's awesome. Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys later.